When it's 1 million degrees outside, or you're hiking into a high country stream that's barely knee deep, the thought of putting on waders sounds, well, awful. Waders are great when you need them, but let's be honest, they're not the most comfortable way to fish. That's why I love wet wading. It's lighter, cooler, and way more enjoyable when summer hits. But if you don't have the right setup, it can quickly turn into a day of sore feet, bruised legs, and slipping your way down the river. Today I'll show you why wet wading is my favorite way to fly fish during the summer and what gear you'll need to stay comfortable all season long. So why wet wade at all? Why not wear your waders all year long? Simple. When summer hits and water temps climb, waders start to feel bulky, hot, and downright miserable. Wet wading keeps you cool, light, and freely moving. It's perfect for warm summer days, small streams, high country creeks, tailwaters with warmer flows, or long hikes in to reach good water. Of course, there are times when waders are still a great idea. If the water's cold, deep, or fast, keep those waders handy. But when summer hits, I'm team wet wade all the way. So let's dive into 3 pieces of gear that make the best wet wading setup. First and most important, you need a great pair of wading boots. A lot of people think wet wading is just throwing on a pair of old sneakers and heading into the river. And sure, you can do that, but you're probably gonna slip, twist an ankle, or end up with a shoe full of rocks. A fantastic pair of boots is hands down the most important piece of your wet wading gear setup. They give you the traction and ankle support you need to safely move around on slick rocks and uneven river bottoms. The simplest option, and exactly what I do and everybody else here at VFC does during the summer, is to use your wading boots that you already use with your waders. They're designed to handle riverbeds, they protect your feet, and they give way more stability than any pair of water shoes or sneakers ever could. One of the most common questions we get about wading boots is what kind of sole to choose, and really there's 2 main options. You've got felt soles that grip slick rocks like nothing else. They're awesome on mossy river bottoms, but they wear out fast, suck for hiking, and they're banned in some states because they can spread invasive species. And then we got rubber soles, which are legal everywhere, last longer, and handle trails or hiking way better. Sure, they don't grip slimy rocks quite like felt, unless you add studs. Most rubber boots let you screw in studs for extra traction, so you can dial it in based on where you fish. Bottom line, if you hike at all, if you fish in multiple states, rubber with studs is gonna be the safest, most versatile bet. Now, just a quick note on fit. Your wading boots are probably designed to go over your neoprene booties on your waders. And that's why the second piece of gear in our wet wading kit is neoprene wading socks. These socks are gonna help fill up the same space inside the boot that your waders do. Otherwise, your feet, they're just gonna slide around and you'll end up with blisters. They add cushion and comfort. I mean, standing on rocks all day, it's nice to have a little bit of padding. And they keep your feet warmer. Even in summer, rivers, they can get cold. Neoprene gives you some insulation, and they keep the grit out. Most fold over the tops of your boots so sand and gravel doesn't work their way in and destroy your feet. So that's how to keep your feet happy, but what about your legs? Let's dive into our 3rd piece of gear, wading pants, because they're totally worth it. So why would you wear pants that are specifically designed for wet wading instead of just some hiking pants or an old pair of jeans? They're lightweight, dry super fast, and keep your legs from getting shredded by rocks, brush, or stinging nettle. They also protect you from sunburns and bug bites. Sure, a regular pair of jeans is gonna protect your legs too, but when those get wet, they turn into soggy, heavy misery. Wading pants, they keep you comfortable all day long. And like I said, I wet wade a ton during the summer. I've been through a whole bunch of wet wading gear setups, and the one that I've come to, the one I'm currently using, comes from Squala. And if you want to see exactly what gear we use and recommend here at VFC, boots, socks, pants, all of it, we put together a free wet wading gear guide. It's full of the gear that we've tested, we trust, So you're not gonna have to waste time or money on stuff that doesn't work. You can check it out by scanning the QR code here on the screen or hit the link in the video description. So we've got our boots, our socks, our pants, we've got the essentials covered, but there are a couple small upgrades that can make your time on the water even better. First up is a lightweight sun hoodie. It keeps you cool and breathable even when wet, gives you all-day sun protection without constantly reapplying sunscreen, and shields your arms, neck, and ears from burning. And some, like this one, they're treated with permethrin, which helps repel mosquitoes and biting bugs, which is a huge bonus when you're out on the water. Next is a lucky fishing hat. It's gonna help shade your face and eyes to prevent sunburn and fatigue. It's gonna cut down glare on the water so you can see into it better. And let's be honest, sometimes you need a little bit of extra mojo when those fish are being difficult. And last, a pair of polarized sunglasses. They cut surface glare so you can spot fish, follow your fly, and read currents way easier. Plus, they protect your eyes from stray hooks and branches. If you talk to any experienced fly angler, these are an absolute must. And that's it. With the right boots, socks, pants, and a couple extras, you'll be ready to wet wade all summer long. And just a reminder, if you want to see the exact gear that we recommend and trust, be sure to check out our free wet wading gear guide. And if you want to really level up your fly fishing game, don't stop here. Check out this other video where we break down the rest of the fly fishing gear you'll need and have a wonderful time out on the water.